Good Saturday morning, guys. Usually I don't post. Once in a while I post on Saturdays, but I wanted to share something with you and also a quick thought about, we talk about, I told you about when you're in the addictions, chasing the high, and that the therapist had said it was really a search for normalcy, right? To try to get back to quote unquote normalcy, kind of like a factory reboot on our phones, right? Where you just erase everything and start fresh. So, I was thinking, my relationship between alcohol and pills, yes, it was a search for numbing pain, right? Because that's what a lot of therapists do. But I wonder how much of that has to do with wanting to stay closer to my mother, right? Like I know people that have an issue with drinking and their mother or father used to drink and they passed. And yes, there's a part of me that says, well, they drink because, the numbing aspect of it, right? The wanting to not feel the pain. And that's certainly, as a former addict, I know that's something that is very real. But there's a side that came to me, I just felt it, and then God speaks to me. Is there also something there that makes you want to be closer, right? If your dad was a baseball player and you play baseball, and then there's a direct relationship to that. Your dad used to take you fishing as a hobby. Is that now a hobby that you have? Something like that. And again, it's just searching, and that's what I've asked you guys to do, is to search yourself and search for answers, right? So and this is a short video today, but what I wanted to share with you guys, because I'm excited about it, and I've thought of doing this for a little bit now. And yesterday I showed courage and showed the want and desire to search, like I asked you guys to do. So, I'm not some guy who's now doing these videos because I'm all great, right? Because everything's good and I just want to help you because, I've been there and I'm great now and life is great, hunky dory, right? All that bullshit. I'm not. I'm far from being, and I don't think I'll ever be absolutely exactly where I want to be. I don't think I'll be able to 100% hit that factory reset, right? It's just a lot of shit in my life, even before police work. So, I'm asking you to do the things because we're doing them together. I just happen to be the one that expresses them because a lot more people still are quiet about their stuff. But I ask you to do the same things that I'm willing to do. So, in getting to that, I did something that really excited me, that I haven't been excited like that. And this is going to sound a little batty, but that's me. I reached out and emailed my childhood therapist, right? Probably, if I'm guessing, 6, 7, 8, maybe as early as 5 years old. My wife told me something. She goes, how fucked up is it that your parents took you to therapy when it was your parents that were messing you up? And don't get me wrong, I love my parents and I miss them. I do, but it is what it is. There's some of us that are messing up our kids and not even realizing it. And we love our kids. We're just imperfect. Sometimes we just don't know how to exactly love perfectly, and we have our own shit, right? And we just don't realize it. But getting back to that, I emailed her and I said, listen, doctor, she's a great doctor. She's now an expert witness. And let me tell you, her picture, she looks great. When you're a kid, everybody looks older. So she must have been in her 30s or whatever. She's been in business for 45 years now. And she's a licensed doctor. And so I emailed her and I said, look, I was a client of yours as a child, and I'm now a retired first responder, and I run this 3 a.m. fog along with all the members, and I would love to talk to you. My parents are deceased, so confidentiality is not an issue if that were to come up. But I would love to talk to you, ask you questions, maybe look at files about myself. I do remember that I felt, and I'll tell her this if I'm blessed enough to sit with her. I'm hoping that God grants me that. I remember I used to sit with her, and because I was so small, a lot of the things I would do would draw pictures and write. As a kid, I used to write poems left and right. Now knowing that that was very therapeutic to me, you know. I love to write certain things, and I'm very have a great imagination, obviously, as a lot of us do. But anyway, so I remember as a child the awkwardness, right? Very nice lady, obviously, but the awkwardness of being there, just me and her talking to me. I remember the office was in Miracle Mile. I remember all those things, and talking to me and stuff. So I want to see, you know, who I was as a kid. I want to revisit that. So I wanted to tell you guys about that. That's my search. And I think there's some unresolved things. I think things happened to me, things were done to me. I've tried to remember, but I think that that was suppressed, and I'm trying to find out. All right, I want to get back to being normal. I'm also looking into, if you guys have heard the Ibogaine and the MD, whatever, and all the therapy that a lot of the military guys go to. I hear great things about it. I'm looking into that, you know, researching that, whether I should do that. They said it's amazing what happens. You know, I've done the EMDR, and I've done all these things, and just the search. It's the same thing that I'm asking you guys to do, is search. Don't sit there. Don't allow this shit to rob you of your happiness, of your life, of being a better mother, father, boyfriend, girlfriend, right? Significant other. Don't allow this shit to rob your stuff. We wouldn't allow a guy just to choke us out, right? We would fight and bury our nails in that motherfucker until we were done. All right. So that's the message. I was so looking forward to letting you guys know that I reached out to her, and I'm praying that she'll answer. So anyway, thank you guys for listening to me ramble on, but you know, have a happy Saturday. It looks like it's going to be rainy, and there's a front coming in, so stay warm, stay dry. South Beach Food and Wine Festival is out. There's a lot of things to do in South Florida, so have fun, get out, live your life, do your things. Okay, life is short, man. You know, take advantage while you're here. Okay, I love you, I respect you. Pray for those officers in that shooting, and thank you. All right, and stay in the fight. 3 a.m. Fog.